What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and I'm back with another video. Guys, you can probably tell from my excitement right now, I have something in front of me. It's one of my all-time favorite sneaker silhouettes of all time. I finally got a hold of one. I am sick of taking L's. I decided to cut the middleman out this time. Instead of waiting for sneakers to drop these, or waiting for a raffle at here, there, or the other place, I said, nope. I am going to get these early. I'm going to secure my pair without having to just take that dreaded loss, which typically, typically I'm okay with that. Typically I'm like, you know what? I took an L, I move on to the next one. But these just hit me harder because this particular shoe I keep taking L's on are my favorite shoes ever, my favorite basketball shoes ever. And it just really sucks that at one point I was able to get them, just walk into any store that sold basketball sneakers or this particular line of sneakers and grab them whenever I wanted. To now, it is literally just, they're a myth. Like, you just can't get them, or you have to pay every bit of money you have to get them, which just isn't fair. And I got it. It's not supposed to be fair. It is what it is. I'm just venting because I'm just tired of the sneakers app, the bots, everything. And when I'm just trying to get a shoe I'm gonna actually wear it, I really like it, and hack them before they retro. So whatever. With all that being said, you guys know this box already. Boom. We got a Kobe Protro box, which has been the same, if I'm not mistaken, for every Protro they've done. And the particular one we're looking at today is the Kobe 6 in challenge red, white, and black. And also known as the 2011 Kobe 6 All-Star sneaker. Now, this sneaker is one of the sneakers I've wanted for so long. Back in 2011, I had a couple pairs of Kobe 6s, but I could never get the really limited ones. They were still hard to get, but these were just, between these, the Grinches, and a couple of other ones in this All-Star pack, they were just impossible to get your hands on. Now, this Protro stays pretty true to form. I honestly, to the naked eye, I don't see anything different, but Nike does mention a couple things they've changed on the Protro, from a bit of a sleeker design, which I wish I still had my original Kobe 6s, but I've literally beat them till they fell apart and they just couldn't do anything with them anymore. So they're just not here. But I did get a good long life out of them. I played a lot of basketball games in them, so I really do appreciate that I had them. But they said a sleeker shape, which again, when I look at it, I don't see much of a difference. There is a Zoom Turbo pad or Zoom Turbo pod in the forefoot, so that's different. The heel cushioning is supposedly a softer foam than it used to be, so they don't name it on the Nike site in the press release, at least when they talk about the Grinches, but they just say a softer foam, so I don't know if it's Cushlon or maybe, I don't think it's React, but I'm not too sure. Also, they say in the traction pattern it's supposed to cover more surface area now. That way it, again, is even grippier than before. But again, when I look at it, I truly don't really see the difference. But again, hey, it's okay. Little improvements and not changing too much of the shoe, I'm okay with. Now, this Kobe sneaker, the Kobe 6 All-Star, came out in 2011 along with 3 other sneakers. It was an All-Star pack that included the East LA, which is fantastic. The 3D Hollywood, again, fantastic. And then last, and one of my all-time favorite colors, is the Orange County. If they release that shoe, I will be doing the same thing as I did with these, because there's no way I'm getting caught in just a bad situation of catching L's or paying $1 million for a shoe. Now, this sneaker is supposed to have retroed on February 20th, but from a couple things going on, looks like there's been some delays. First off, I think it might have been an All-Star release, and with the All-Star game being pushed back to March, I think that may be one reason these are being pushed back. And then I've heard there's some shipping issues right now. So shipping sneakers from Asia to the US, just due to everything going on between weather and COVID, I've heard there's some issues with some shipments being backed up. So that could be another case. Now, when I did some research, of course I noticed that there's no information on these on the sneakers app or on anything Nike to be found right now. But if you go to the Dick's Sporting Goods website, which sells Kobe Protros, and they get destroyed every time they release by bots, but they have a release calendar. The release calendar does show a Kobe 6 Protro releasing on March 8th. I haven't seen any other official images for Kobe Protro as of yet, so I'm assuming that this will be the shoe because this is the only certain one we have coming out next. Could I be wrong? Yes. Nike has been known to throw a wrench in our plans and switch it up, but just a good kind of educated guess at this point that this will be the sneaker that does release. Now, Titan over in the Philippines actually released these sneakers a couple weeks ago, and I was scrolling through Instagram and boom, they're like, we're releasing them, here's a link to the website, and I was going as fast as I could, but A, they don't ship to the US, looks like, and B, they were sold out as soon as I got there. So that kind of sucked, but you know what? In my mind, I thought as soon as those released, let me go check GOAT because people are going to be reselling them. And lo and behold, that's the truth. That's where I got these from. I got them from GOAT. The price was way more decent than I've seen on everything else right now. And plus I had some credit on GOAT from the other things I've sold, so it made this a no-brainer. I had to get in the collection as soon as possible. But right now, if you're looking to get them early, because again, we don't know the exact release date yet, I think the price is averaging about $260, $270, which is way better than when you look at things like the Grinch that's averaging over $400. It's way more manageable, even though it's still really expensive, to get this as opposed to trying to get any of the other ones right now. Now, let's jump into the shoe itself. We're gonna have our Challenge Red upper that is a gradient to black. Now, with that upper, it keeps that same traditional little polyurethane pods or islands, whatever they call them, to reflect or to represent those snake scales, the black mamba. But it's also meant to protect the shoe because it is a textile like mesh upper. You're gonna have your white Nike swoosh on both the lateral and medial side here. And when you get up to the laces, these don't have the typical Kobe 6 laces. If I'm not mistaken, the Kobe 6 laces are a little puffier, like you would see in the Grinch. But these are a little flatter and they're striped, just to go with that all-star pattern that the West used to have like I said, the red jerseys. So it goes to the red and black stripes. And it also says 2001 at the bottom of the laces on the left shoe. And on our right shoe, it shows LA, which I get closer up pictures, of course, for you guys. The tongue is gonna have that open cell mesh and have that really like honeycomb feeling padding. So when it sits on your foot, it's really comfortable. The top of the tongue is going to have the hologram here that goes between the Kobe Sheath logo and it says West. What's really cool about this is that not only did they do this for Kobe's shoe, but if you look up here, the LeBron 8 All-Star also did the same thing, but it had the lion logo for LeBron and it said East. So it was cool how they played the two off of each other, and I need to get that one as well. Hope they retro that LeBron 8 sooner than later. Now, you're gonna also go to the back of the shoe and have that same hologram type material in the back. It kind of transitions from black to red. And on top of that, you have the traditional Kobe 6 heel cup. That's probably one of my favorite features of the shoe besides the scales. It's just, I like how the heel cup has the cutouts here, just makes it a little sleeker. It's gonna be kind of a clear black with a little glitter in it, looks like. And of course, you're gonna have your Kobe autograph in the back. We move down the shoe, we have a glossy black midsole that transitions to white on the heel where it says Nike Zoom Air, which is gonna be that Zoom Air turbo pod we have in the front. And there's also, I need to look at what these are, and hopefully somebody in the comments can tell me. But on the Kobe 6, there's always, it almost looks like Braille on the lateral side, like near the outrigger. Looks like there's like Braille, like some kind of dots going on here, but let me know if you know what it is because I never was quite sure. Now, we keep on going, we're gonna have our carbon fiber plate right here, exposed in the medial side of the shoe, and then also exposed in the middle of the outsole. Now that outsole, like I mentioned before, they said it covered more surface area, the pattern does. So again, it keeps that same pattern, almost as reminiscent of the scales up top, but it keeps that same pattern, and they work great in the original model, so I'm assuming they work great with these. And as you move down, you have, again, your red Kobe Sheath logo. Now, this shoe, again, is one of my favorites of all time, so I'm just really excited to have them in hand. Oh, one other item I forgot to show you guys. I get a closer look because I couldn't pull the insoles out. It has the traditional insoles that the Kobe All-Star had back in 2011 where it says LA 2011. And it also has West. So those are different than the traditional Kobe 6, GR insoles. So that was really cool to have those. Let's see, anything else we're missing? No? I think we covered everything here. Again, I don't know when they're gonna actually release. Keep an eye out. I'm thinking March 8th. But when you get them, they fit true to size. They always have. But I say go ahead and try them on if you can, but I know it's impossible. So whatever your size is in the Kobe 5, if it's true to size, go ahead and get that. That's what I would say. Or if you know your size in Hyperdunks. I always associated the Kobe and the Hyperdunk to have the same size as well. And again, I'm a 10, always been true to size 10, and they fit perfectly for me. I can hoop in them without any slippage or you know, in any of the shoes, just making me want to roll my ankle. They fit very nice that way. So you guys, let me know down below, is this a shoe that you have on your radar right now? Is it one you're gonna try to get early? Like I said, they're averaging about 260, 270 on GOAT, and I think even StockX at this point. So still a lot, but better than the resale once they actually do release. Let me know down below. I want to know your thoughts on this sneaker. If you want some more detailed view of them, check out my Instagram. It's at MadWatcher789, and you're able to go in and check out some of the shots I did against a white background, so you get a better look at them. They're also on the Sneaker History Instagram as well, so check them out. And don't forget to check out sneakerhistory.com and the Sneaker History podcast that we release every Monday and every Thursday. And of course, it's on YouTube as well now. So go give us some views, likes, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff for both my channel and Sneaker History, because that helps us grow. And we just, you know, we really appreciate you guys rocking with us. And until next time, see ya.